Everyone talks about financial freedom, but very few realize how much of that freedom is determined by the zip code they choose to live in. In 2025, as the economy continues to evolve and the digital landscape expands, the smartest entrepreneurs, business owners, and remote workers are not just chasing income. They are chasing the right environment, low taxes, pro-growth policies, and supportive ecosystems that let success flourish without excessive friction. The question is not simply where you can make money. The question is where you get to keep most of it, and where that money has the highest potential to grow. This is where the true wealth building game begins. Let us begin with Texas, one of the top contenders for both tax efficiency and economic growth. Texas has no state income tax, which immediately gives individuals and business owners a substantial advantage. Whether you are earning a six-figure salary or running a high-margin business, this absence of income tax means more capital remains in your hands. But Texas does not stop at favorable tax laws. The state has positioned itself as a powerhouse for corporate growth. Major cities like Austin, Dallas, and Houston have become tech and innovation hubs, attracting startups, venture capital, and major firms relocating from high-tax states. The cost of living in many Texas cities remains reasonable compared to California or New York, which adds to its appeal. Moreover, Texas has a robust infrastructure, a diversified economy, and a government that actively courts business development. If you are serious about scaling both your career and investments, Texas continues to offer a competitive edge. Another front-runner is Florida. Like Texas, Florida has no state income tax, giving its residents a clear financial advantage. But what sets Florida apart in 2025 is its transformation into a post-pandemic economic magnet. High-net worth individuals, finance professionals, and tech entrepreneurs have flocked to Miami, Tampa, and other key cities in search of lower taxes and sunnier lifestyles. This migration has brought with it capital, innovation, and a new wave of infrastructure investment. Florida is now not only a retirement haven, but also a legitimate business destination. Real estate continues to appreciate steadily, especially in areas with growing populations. The state government has doubled down on policies that encourage business relocation and small business formation, making it attractive for both digital nomads and legacy entrepreneurs. The tourism industry remains strong, but the state's pivot toward tech and finance has created a balanced economy that is well positioned for the future. Next, consider Tennessee, an often underrated gem that has rapidly risen in prominence. Tennessee also does not impose a state income tax on wages, and as of recent reforms, the Hall income tax on interest and dividends has been completely eliminated. This positions Tennessee as a highly tax-efficient state, particularly for retirees, investors, and freelancers with multiple income streams. Beyond taxes, Tennessee has cultivated a business-friendly environment, especially in cities like Nashville and Chattanooga. Nashville has grown into a cultural and economic hub, attracting startups, healthcare businesses, and entertainment companies. Chattanooga, meanwhile, was one of the first American cities to implement citywide gig-speed internet, helping it attract remote workers and tech firms. The cost of living remains lower than in most coastal cities, and the state offers a balance of southern hospitality and modern development. If you value community, growth potential, and financial breathing room, Tennessee is a strategic choice. Moving to the Midwest, South Dakota deserves attention for those looking at both tax minimization and long-term asset protection. South Dakota has no state income tax, no corporate income tax, and no capital gains tax. That combination alone makes it one of the most tax-efficient states in the country. But what truly sets South Dakota apart is its trust and estate laws. It has become a haven for high-net worth individuals and families looking to preserve generational wealth through dynasty trusts and asset protection structures. These legal frameworks offer long-term tax deferral and strong privacy protections. While it may not be as bustling as Florida or Texas, South Dakota offers serious advantages to those who value privacy, protection, and financial legacy. It is not necessarily a destination for fast-paced business growth, but for strategic wealth preservation, it is unmatched in the current landscape. Now let us talk about Nevada, another state with zero state income tax and a pro-growth mindset. Nevada has long been attractive for asset protection and corporate structuring, particularly due to its favorable laws around LLCs and corporations. Entrepreneurs and investors who choose Nevada often benefit from strong legal privacy and low regulatory interference. Las Vegas and Reno are seeing a renaissance of growth in 2025, with industries expanding beyond entertainment into tech, logistics, and clean energy. The state government continues to attract new industries with aggressive tax incentives and grant programs. One of Nevada's advantages is its proximity to California without California's taxes. Many entrepreneurs set up operations in Nevada to serve West Coast markets without paying West Coast tax rates. For those who want access to major markets while retaining flexibility, Nevada is worth serious consideration. Let us pause here and ask something deeper. Are you living in a state that is helping you build wealth or quietly draining it? The reality is this: your choice of residence can either accelerate your path to financial independence or slow it down with silent losses through taxation, regulation, and cost of living. In 2025, the smart move is no longer just earning more. It is about positioning yourself where money grows faster and sticks around longer. Another strategic state that often surprises people is Wyoming. With no state income tax, no corporate income tax, and low property taxes, Wyoming is designed for financial efficiency. But beyond the numbers, Wyoming offers one of the best regulatory environments for businesses, especially LLC formation. The state allows anonymous ownership of LLCs, making it a favorite among entrepreneurs who value privacy and asset shielding. It also has some of the strongest protections against personal liability. Cheyenne and Jackson Hole continue to see modest but consistent growth in population and infrastructure. Wyoming may not have the large urban economies of Texas or Florida, but for wealth preservation, clean governance, and no-nonsense tax policy, it remains a serious contender. North Carolina is another state that has quietly become a hub for both innovation and livability. While it does not offer zero income tax, it has a flat state income tax rate that remains among the lowest in the nation. The state has committed to reducing this rate further in coming years, giving it long-term tax appeal. Raleigh, Charlotte, and Durham are rapidly becoming tech and finance centers, drawing talent and capital from across the country. The Research Triangle in particular is an engine of growth, supported by universities, research grants, and startup funding. North Carolina strikes a balance: lower taxes, moderate cost of living, and strong economic momentum. It is ideal for people who want both business opportunity and quality of life without the high-pressure cost burdens of New York or San Francisco. New Hampshire is worth mentioning as well. While it does not have a general income tax, it does impose a limited tax on interest and dividends. However, this tax is being phased out, and by 2027, it will be fully eliminated. What makes New Hampshire stand out is its commitment to personal freedom and minimal government interference. It consistently ranks as one of the most economically free states in the country. For small business owners and independent contractors, this means fewer hoops to jump through. The state has no sales tax, which further simplifies operations. It may not offer the warm climate of Florida, but its low regulatory footprint and strong local economies make it an attractive option in the Northeast. So ask yourself this: is your current state aligned with your long-term goals, or are you building wealth in a place that quietly chips away at it? Relocation may seem like a drastic step, but in the game of wealth building, geography is strategy. Your environment shapes your outcomes. And the right move today can mean faster growth, more savings, and greater freedom tomorrow. If you found this analysis helpful, the next video will break down how to legally protect your assets while scaling your income. Watch that one next.